Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new Skylanders related video. Today I'm going to talk about Skylanders U2's figurines and plushies. Obviously I already made a video about the Skylander plushies, obviously, but now obviously new figurines are officially licensed and obviously will be releasing these collectibles are reimaginings of iconic characters from the Skylanders universe and U2's signature vinyl and plush formats, or vinyl and plush formats, I think. These releases are limited time drops, often available for pre-order only during specific time windows. So, obviously, I talked about the plushies before. Spyro, Staff, Elf, and Gilgrunt and Chop Chop are among the first wave of plushie releases. Obviously, each plushie is about 9 inches tall and crafted from soft polypropylene, I think, material. They retain the stylish charm of their in-game counterparts while embracing U2's playful aesthetic. These plushies are typically available for pre-orders for a few weeks. For example, the Staff Elf plush is set to release on the 31st of December 2025, which is interesting. Obviously, we also have vinyl figurines, so Trigger Happy, Pop Fizz, and Tree Rex and others have been featured in the vinyl figure waves. These figures are made from highly quality vinyl and stand out around 4.5 inches tall. I'm not quite sure how much that is in centimeters, but whatever. They showcase exaggerated expressions and poses that reflect each character's personality. The vinyl figures are released in waves, which obviously with each drop lasting about 4 weeks. Wave 3 launched on October the 20th, 2025. These collectibles step into the nostalgia of Skylanders fans obviously while offering a fresh stylized take on beloved characters. Whether plush or vinyl, each item is designed for collectors, perfect for shelf desks or gaming setups. Fans speculate on future releases and share their collections across social media, fueling excitement for upcoming waves. Yes, obviously Skylanders is one of those games that I grew up with, and it's really important for me to talk about these kinds of characters and this kind of game because in my opinion, Skylanders was one of the best games ever made for obviously children. By that time, obviously in 2012 to 2017, it was literally the go-to shit, you know. That's really nice. But obviously, we had these plushies, and Spyro was one of them. So it says, or the quote says, all fired up, it's time to become a portal master once again, except this time you're summoning Spyro to the real world, sitting at 9 inches tall with a pair of sharp teeth hanging over the cheeky grin that crosses their purple face. Vibrant red eyes sit under a thick brow as two long horns twist out from the sides of the head. Obviously, this plushie is packed to the seams with 100% PP cotton and is made of the softest minky material, absolutely perfect for cuddling as it saves the Skylands. Skylanders is a video game series published by Activision set in the Skylands, a realm of floating islands at the center of the universe that's under constant threat from evil forces like Chaos, who are looking to control its power. The game lets players take control of a large number of Skylanders to vanquish the threat. So there we go. Obviously, that's really cool. U2's is a brand that focuses on collectible merchandise from figures to plushies. Starting 2025, they began producing items for the Skylanders brand, which is really nice. Obviously, there are now 6 items on their website. So we have obviously Trigger Happy for 30 bucks, which is this figurine, Tree Rex, which obviously is also this figurine for 30 bucks, and Pop Fizz, which is also this figurine for 30 bucks. Then we have Stealth, Elf, Gilgrunt, and Spyro, which are all plushies, those 3, which also cost around like 30 bucks. So let's talk about Trigger Happy up next, or up first, I guess. So pre-order item estimated departure April 20th to May 20th. So hides the gold, Trigger Happy is here, sitting against a pile of gold coins at 3.4 inches tall as he throws up a pair of huge pistols to point towards the sky. A long red tongue hangs from his toothy open mouth as he glances to the side with bright yellow eyes. Obviously, that's really cool. This collectible ships in a mate and boasts protective outer sleeve and a customized sized plastic protector for maximum protection during shipping. So that's really interesting. Obviously, this is a collectible minifigure, right? He comes in a really cool looking box. Obviously, Trigger Happy is a very iconic Skylanders character, and yeah, I mean, he looks kind of cool, right? His His figurine looks quite cool. Obviously, we also have Tree Rex up next. I think the starter pack giant from Skylanders Giants, right? So there we go. Be afraid of the bark. You wouldn't be barking up the wrong tree if you thought Tree Rex was going to get their very own Mewtwo's. Standing at 4.2 inches tall with his brown woody jaw opening up into a deep smile, furrowed blue eyes look out from underneath an orange headpiece as a pair of thick horns curl inwards. Obviously. So this design then continues onto the protective sleeve where his figures can be seen through the large clear window at the package's front. This collectible ships in a matte embossed protective outer sleeve too. Skylanders is a video game series published by Activision set in the Skylands, obviously. Not compatible with the Skylanders video games or Portal of Power. Obviously these characters do not come with the chip that normal Skylanders come with. Obviously these are just figurines, right? So that makes a lot of sense. So obviously the first one was trigger happy, and then obviously this is number 2, I guess, I suppose, but we're missing a character in the middle of them, which is obviously Pop Fizz. So we have trigger happy, Pop Fizz, and then Tree Rex. Obviously Pop Fizz is a really cool looking character in my opinion. Obviously the motion of the potion. Youtooz has a new scientific brew, and who better to test it out than Pop Fizz, leaning back at 3.2 inches tall to rest on the brown potion filled backpack slung over his shoulders. A huge tooth-filled grin stretches across a vibrant blue face as he looks to the side with sly yellow eyes. Obviously that's really cool. And yeah, Skylanders is one of those games that I really think it should come back, right? It should come back one day, hopefully. And this is a way to actually bring it back, right? These are just characters and figurines and plushes, but still, obviously, Skylanders is a third console installment in the Skylanders, I guess, world, right? Let me see here. So, obviously, Skylanders is one of these games that a lot of people know. There are tons of them. Like we have Skylanders Pirates Adventure, Skylanders Giants, Swap Force, Trap Team, Superchargers, and Imaginators. So 6 games in the Skylanders franchise. So obviously new Skylanders merchandise from Youtooz has been officially announced, starting with plushies and later vinyl figures down the line, which is really cool. And I hope they'll be making more characters. Obviously I believe what other characters do I really want to see? Let's see here. I really want to see Kingpin. Kingpin is a really cool character, or maybe Master Ambush. I mean, I would be totally in for that because he's my favorite Skylander, I guess. But Skylanders is a Toys to Life action adventure video game franchise developed by American video game developer Toys for Bob and published by Activision. Skylanders games are played using NFC-enabled collectible figurines of playable characters alongside a specially themed NFC reader dubbed the Portal of Power, which reads and writes data stored on a microchip within the base of the figure. This includes the corresponding character to use during gameplay as well as in-game upgrades and statistics, allowing figures to retain the game data across different games and stories or series. Each Skylander is associated with one of 10 elements. Earth, obviously, air, fire, water, magic, tech, life, undead, light, and dark. Skylanders of different elements are stronger in certain areas of the game and can unlock areas of the game hidden behind elemental gates. The game takes place in Skylands, a realm of floating islands, obviously, located at the center of the universe, and that is often threatened by evil forces who seek to rule it and gain access to the world. For generations, a band of heroes known as the Skylanders have worked with the Portal Masters to defend Skylands from evil and protect the core of light. Preceding the events of each game, the Skylanders are sent away from their homeworld to Earth by an antagonistic force, becoming frozen in the process due to the lack of magic in the human world. In most games, they are mistaken for toys in this state, causing them to be sold at toy stores. Boom! Meta on meta. So yes, obviously, the players take on the role of the Portal Master, utilizing the Portal of Power to send the Skylanders back to their home, so that they may battle against the Dark Portal Master, Chaos, and recurring villains like obviously the Golden Queen, or Gilgrant is the Skylanders. What's his Bill Chill Bill, yeah. Chill Bill reference, guys. Hell yeah. So there we go. So as well as his armies and other recurring villains. So obviously we have a release timeline here. We have 2011, which obviously Spyro's Adventure came out. 2012, Giants came out. Swap Force came out in 2013. Trap Team came out in 2014. Superchargers in 2015. Imaginators in 2016. Then there were spin-offs in 2011. Activision released Skylanders Universe, an online browser-based multiplayer game that allowed players to interact in Skylands, play minigames, customize their own islands, and unlock their Skylanders collection. Players could connect to the portals to the computer to summon the Skylanders like in the core series. The server has since been discontinued. Activision released spin-off games on mobile devices, including Cloud Patrol, Battlegrounds, Lost Islands, Collecting Vault, mobile ports of Trap Team, and Superchargers, Battlecast, and Ring of Heroes. So there we go. Obviously, Skylanders is a reboot / spin-off of the classic video game franchise Spyro the Dragon after Activision merged with Vivendi Games and acquired all of its rights. Its IP rights. The Toys for Bob studio was tasked with creating a new Spyro title. Ideas included a dark, gritty reboot featuring bloody violence, which was almost immediately scrapped due to internal negative responses. They settled on creating an innovative, family-friendly game that relied on the communication between toys and virtual world. Launching the first Skylanders game cost Activision $100 million, roughly the same budget given to the games like Call of Duty. There's also obviously a television series which is called Skylanders Academy. In 2016, it was announced that Activision Blizzard Studios would produce an animated television series based on Skylanders. The first season debuted in 2016, the second in 2017, and the final season premiered in 2018. On April 30th, 2019, it was announced that Skylanders Academy was cancelled. So that's true. Activision has commented on the possibility of a movie based on Skylanders. Obviously, in 2014, Activision CEO Eric Hirschberg announced that the Activision team had an interest in jumping on the film adaptation bandwagon and adapting Skylanders into a feature film. Obviously, that was a long time ago, man. Almost 11 years now. So I don't think a Skylanders film is going to be made. But guys, because we have these plushes, because we have these, characters or these vinyl characters, I really want to see Skylanders return in some ways, I guess some capacity, right? This is a good start. This is a great start. It's small, it's little, but maybe in a few years there will be more, and after a few years there will be even more, and maybe that's when the hype of Skylanders really comes back. And obviously, as fans like myself, are really interested in these games and really want to see our favorite beloved video game come back to life. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will check you later. Goodbye everyone.